All right, well, welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us. We're very excited to talk to you today about our latest Talent Accelerator update with the City of Scottsdale's Economic Development Team. And what that is the launch of our newest talent attraction tool that also augments all of the other tools that we already have on board. And I'm going to remind you of those really quickly today. All right. So if you're not already aware, this is my wonderful opportunity to make sure that you're aware that we have a lot of great value propositions for a career and a business in Scottsdale, Arizona. And this is great information if you are a recruiter, if you're somebody out there hiring or even working with hiring managers, that we have a tremendous amount of information available. But, if you're in the Scottsdale market, you know that we're a #1 city in the U.S. to live an active lifestyle. You know about our wonderful foodie scene and our nightlife, as well as how savvy we are as a community, and also becoming a top verb for biking and more recently bike share. We have tremendous housing excellence and variety in the community, very strong median sales price citywide, but also, when you compare that to some leading markets that are attracting tech workforce, it's also still very affordable when you couple that with the significant quality of life available. And we're seeing a huge drive in the recent sales in our 85251 zip code, which is the core of our downtown. There are a tremendous amount of multifamily options planned or under construction in North as well as South Scottsdale. So this also creates a tremendous amount of workforce housing alternatives as you try to attract people to the community or retain them. We also have award-winning K-12 education systems, and information is available on our website on this, but I think this is very important and something that is frequently more and more getting asked of us, not only what our education system looks like in Scottsdale, but what additional resources are available, say, in things like English as a second language for our international companies that are relocating their families. Our market access is very strong, obviously proximity to Sky Harbor Airport, access to talent, and then again the attainable housing. And when you look at some of these drive and flight times, it's hard to think why you wouldn't want to be in this location, also with all of our international direct flights. But the real issue today is talking about winning top talent. Whenever we visit all of our companies, and we go out and visit more than 100 individually every year, and we do quite a bit of programming and other efforts to try to engage with our businesses and make sure we're hearing what their biggest challenges and needs are, so we're providing the right services. We are hearing that the biggest issue is top talent, either developing top talent locally, training talent, or more importantly, being able to attract talent that exists in other markets, people with several years of experience, etc. So we're focusing on ways to help them do this. So I'm going to go through very quickly different ways that Scottsdale Economic Development can support your talent attraction needs and then help you leverage them as advantages. And what I think is unique and exciting is I do believe we are the only community in Greater Phoenix that has this as such a cornerstone of our service delivery program, and we're very proud of that. So first of all, I mentioned publications. We have great relocation data for prospective talent on our website, and we also have these guides in print if you want to use them for any recruiting events. Please let us know. We'd love to provide you a supply of them. But again, it is digital online, and we've even had one company, Vanguard, that has recommended that recruiters actually put a link to this guide in their email signature line when they are communicating with potential hires, and they actually do that with their hires. The next one is we have a great online Work Scottsdale resource portal that has all of that information and some of the tools we're going to talk about today. And then one of the fun things that we have on that site, if you look in the right location, a cost of living index comparison tool. So either you or any of the talent you're talking to, you can easily plug in a current base salary in the location or metro that they're in and try to figure out how much money you would actually need to live in Scottsdale. This is very eye-opening when people are thinking about that cost versus quality of life issue. We also offer welcome materials or presentations for newly relocated employees. What this really means is if you have people coming in who are not familiar with Scottsdale, not familiar with living in the desert or Arizona, it can be very daunting and confusing. I was lucky enough to be a military brat and grow up all around the U.S., so it wasn't as scary to me, but we've had many companies that have relocated large groups of individuals from the East Coast who have never visited this climate or this region and don't know what to expect. So we've done everything from welcome presentations to share with them the different city amenities that are out there, as well as just some fun welcome goodie bags to make them feel warm and fuzzy, and everything in between. So this is something businesses can ask us about that we're happy to provide. I will just leave the caveat that ponies are not always included because we only have so much of a budget, but we can come up with something for you. We also have a chance to partner in person or virtually while we're promoting Scottsdale as a top location of choice for talent and businesses. And the biggest one that we participate in is South by Southwest. This is an annual event. This trade show expo is going to be happening March 10 through 14 in 2018. But we also do virtual promotion year-round. It will ramp up during South by Southwest, and we will be doing some targeted paid social media advertising. And the big message here is any companies of ours, of Scottsdale firms or even regional firms that will be at the show, we want to partner and help co-promote messaging and maybe do some live video feeds. But you can also participate with us on social media if you don't have the budget to go to South by Southwest. And we'll do that by communicating with you, sharing all the postings that we're going to be putting out there, and also tagging our companies and encouraging talent and businesses in that area to be looking at your company and learning more. So trying to have a virtual connection for folks who can't make it to Austin. And then finally, our newest tool and the real topic of today's webinar is our Scottsdale Job Board, which is powered by TrueJob. We're very excited about this tool, and while I could jump into it, I really am very thrilled to have the expert here, and that is Scott, who is one of the founders of TrueJob, which is the powering tool behind this. So with that, I am going to hand it over to you, Scott, to walk everybody through how this amazing thing is going to work.
Thank you, Danielle, for that great introduction. Like Danielle mentioned, I am Scott Gosey, and I'm one of the co-founders of TrueJob. And I'm here with you today to kind of walk you through some of the steps that you'll need to be able to post to the Scottsdale, Arizona job board powered by TrueJob. So a quick outline of what we're kind of going to talk about today. We're going to show you how to sign up as an employer, how to create your company, how to post a new job opening, how to renew a job opening, and then kind of wrap things up and get any questions if we have any. So let's kind of jump into this. Let's move over to the web browser. This is the TrueJob job board as it exists today on choosescottsdale.com. And the way I was able to get here was by going to the main website and going to work. And down here, we have the option for job board, and that brought me to this page. Now, as an employer, the first thing that you're going to want to do in order to sign up is click this employer's sign up here button. And what that's going to take you to is a Choose Scottsdale, Arizona sign up form for posting to the job board. And this is where you're going to sign up as an employer. So let's pretend we're signing up. We're going to say Scottsdale test employer, and we'll do a password. And then we'll accept the terms. And of course, we are not robots. So we will click this and fill out the reCAPTCHA as best as we can. Great. Okay. So we sign up. It'll ask you to check your email to confirm your account. Let's go to our email account then. Here's our confirm email account. Let's open that in a new tab. And then let's sign in. So after you sign in, we're going to click on employer account. And it'll ask us on the dashboard to set up a new organization. Now, this is going to be how you set up your website, your kind of company profile, things along that line. So let's click that and work through it. So we're going to say our company name is Test Scottsdale, testscottsdale.com. We're going to say our company description is, hello world. We can also upload a logo if we need to, but we don't have to. And let's use our zip code of 85252 to kind of load in Scottsdale, Arizona, and put our address in. Okay. So let's click Save. If we have any validation errors, it will warn us and tell us to fix what we need to fix. And as you can see, we now are into the employer side of the TrueJob dashboard. So at this point, you will get an email that says your organization has been created on TrueJob. And it will say that your organization has also been submitted to the Choose Scottsdale job portal for approval. What happens now is that an administrator from Scottsdale will approve or decline your employer status before you're allowed to post to the job portal. But in the meantime, you can still post job postings to the Scottsdale Job Portal, but they will not show up until both your organization is approved and your job posting is approved. So let's go to an account that's already been approved by a portal administrator. And in fact, I've already created an example job posting for the job portal called Example Job Posting. So let's go through a new job posting as if you were creating one for the first time. Once you're signed into your employer account, you can go up to here and click New Job and fill out the fields in order to fill out your job posting. So we might say Example Job Posting 2. Whatever you want to write about your job posting in here, the requirements, the background, any information required. But we're just going to say hello world for now. You don't have to put a salary if you don't want to, but you can. And then you can put an expiration date. By default, you can put an expiration date up to 90 days in the future for a job posting, but you can also expire it on less than that time if you have a job posting closing before then. You can then choose how you want applicants to apply. For smaller employers and for startups, you might not have an applicant tracking system, and so we provide a basic one out of the gate. But if you already have an applicant tracking system, you can check this box and direct applicants to a website and put your website in there. So we're going to keep it on the accept applicants through TrueJob just because we don't have an applicant tracking system. You can then look at the address to make sure that this is the address that you want posted for that job posting. And you can see down here for the posting locations, we have Choose Scottsdale and Post Here Yes. And now you notice down here that it says approval required. Now, what this means is that we were approved as an employer, but our job posting was not necessarily approved once we click submit. So once we submit this, even though we've been approved as an employer, you will also have to get approval on the job posting level as well. So that way, certain job postings will show up, but not all of them necessarily. So we filled out these details here, and let's click save. And if there's, again, any issues, it'll tell us. So now we can see that our job posting is posted, and it says view on Choose Scottsdale pending, all right? Once we are approved for that job posting, we're going to get an email saying that we've been approved. And let me switch over to an email that kind of shows what that looks like. So once you've been approved as an organization, you will get a message from Scottsdale, Arizona that says this message was sent to you by whoever approved you, and they will put a message saying thank you for joining, and then you'll be able to post to the Scottsdale Job Board. Next, once you post a job posting, you'll be able to get an email message that says that you've posted that job posting and that it's waiting for approval. You'll then get another email showing you that the job posting has been approved, and then you'll be off to the races. It will then show up on the ChooseScottsdale.com job board on this page. Now, when your job posting is nearing expiration, we'll send you an email as well allowing you to renew it. And it's a simple email that just basically says refresh example job posting for 30 days. So about 1 day before your job posting expires, you'll get this email and you'll click refresh, and then your job posting will be renewed. That's all it takes, just one click. And so I think that's the majority of the things that we have to cover. We've covered how an employer will sign up, the company creation process and the steps involved, posting a job posting and the approval process necessary for the organization to be approved and the job posting to be approved, and renewing a job posting. And with that, I believe we've covered all the basics, and so we'll wrap up, and I'm going to pass this over to Danielle again, so that way she can share any extra information on her end. So I'm going to stop sharing then, and then pass it back over to Danielle.
Wonderful, Scott. I don't have anything else. I think our biggest request is we really want to get as many Scottsdale companies signing up and posting. If anyone does go to our website now, while we've been talking, I actually went ahead and approved our first job posting, so you can go in and see what that looks like. We are rolling this out through the month of March 2018 for South by Southwest, and also ongoing. This is going to be a big issue for us and something that we're going to promote significantly. So we want our companies to sign up. We want them to talk to us, and we also want feedback on the usability of this site, anything we can do to improve it, and any other information that they think would be relevant or helpful as they go to recruit and attract talent. We also host events promoting conversations between HR professionals, and just held a symposium this week on the topic of talent attraction. And information like that is also available on the city's YouTube channel, our economic development YouTube channel, which you can link to from our ChooseScottsdale.com website. So I would encourage folks to, again, reach out to Scott or the team over at TrueJob for any technical questions or assistance on setup. But also remember that the Scottsdale Economic Development team is here for you every day. You can reach out to any of us through our general email address, which is business@scottsdaleaz.gov. So please feel free to send us a note there. Call our main line at 480-312-7989 and just give us a shout. But please get on board, help us out, and we look forward to helping you have better access to great talent across the nation and resources that help you close the deal with them. So with that, Scott, that's all I have.
All right, great. Well, at this point, the webinar has concluded. We'll stop recording, and we hope to hear from you soon.